Hey everybody, welcome back to Kelly Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose. Yes! In the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links, you guessed it, in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today, I am bringing to you a Dollar Tree DIY that has an outcome that is so amazing. Oh my word, I'm so excited about this, and it is so budget-friendly. This is a quick, easy, budget-friendly DIY that really packs a punch, and it's gonna make a statement. This is one of those wall decor pieces that you can put up that is definitely gonna be a conversation piece, and it's gonna be one that grabs the attention of anybody who sees it. Today, I am doing this DIY using one of these craft paper rolls that you can get by Jot. Oh my word, this is 15 feet long, which means we have 15 feet of DIYing space. I can't wait to show you what I do with this. This is one you are not gonna wanna miss. So let me quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some Dollar Tree DIYing on a budget. Because guess why? That's what we do here. Let's get to it. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? You'll wanna stick around to the end of the video to see if it's your creation that's being featured in today's video. Alrighty, getting started with today's DIY. This is the craft paper roll by Jot that you can get from guess where? Yes, none other than the Dollar Tree. This is 30 inches wide by 15 feet long, which makes for a lot of DIYing. I'm also gonna be using some stencils. This is a pack that I've had in my stash. You can see it's been good and used. This is a set that you can get at Walmart. It's a value pack. You're getting 32 designs for about $10. I love stencils because, yes, they're reusable. I decided to go with this Blessed stencil. This is the one I am feeling right now. You can see that this is one that I used. I want to say that I used this one on my stove cover, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yes, I did use it on that. What's great about stencils is if you don't have a Cricut, they're a great alternative to that for the investment. And again, did I say? Yes, they're reusable. I'm gonna take some painter's tape because you can see that it's easy to remove from the paper. It's not gonna rip the paper. If you use the masking tape that you see off to the side there, it will rip the paper. I like to use painter's tape to keep my stencil in place just so when I am painting, yeah, it doesn't move. The paint that I'll be using is none other than Waverly's chalk paint in the color of ink. You can use any acrylic paint. To apply my paint, a sponge dabber is definitely the way to go, or a stencil brush. You're not gonna wanna use a regular paintbrush because you're gonna get a lot of bleedage. And so I personally prefer the foam sponge dabbers. When applying the paint, you're not gonna wanna put a lot of paint on your sponge because if you put a lot of paint, it will seep under the stencil, and so less is more in this situation. If you need to do a second coat, you totally can, but you really want to apply a very light coat to prevent that bleedage, which then in turn is going to save you time because you're not going to need to go back over and fix your stencil once you remove the stencil or your print. Yeah, after you remove your stencil. Once your stencil is good and dry, you are good to go to remove it. And you'll see just how easily you can remove it with the painter's tape. I honestly cannot convey to you enough. Do not use Scotch tape, do not use masking tape because you will ruin your craft roll paper. And so just by simply lifting it up, let's wait for the satisfaction of how amazing this looks. Now, I am not one who likes those gaps in the letters, so I'm gonna go in with a paintbrush and I'm just gonna freehand fill those in. I'm gonna connect all the other letters together just because I think I like that look a bit better. If there are some areas where you have slight bleedage, don't be afraid to go and run your brush right along the edge there, thickening up the letter just a bit to give your letters a nice, clean, smooth look. I'm loving the way this is looking so far, but this piece, it's just a bit too simple. It's a bit too small for the craft paper, so I'm gonna go back in with my stencil and add some of the leaves right along the top there. Or in the corners? In the corners. Ah, yes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I only added the leaves to the top. I may go in later and add 2 more to the bottom. We'll see, but for now, you're also gonna need 2 of these dustpans that have the stick on them and some of Dollar Tree's decorative nautical rope. I went ahead and removed the dustpan itself from it, and on the handle there is a hole. Taking the rope, I'm gonna go ahead and feed the rope through that hole, and I am going to glue it shut. This handle is just a bit too small. I thought about using a broom handle, but the broom handle was way too long and it was a bit harder to cut. So I just decided just to go ahead and add some rope. I'm gonna go ahead and feed the handle through my paper roll. And on this end here, yep, we're gonna place just a bit of hot glue, just like so. Place the rope right on top, and I'm gonna secure it with a bit more hot glue. If you wanna secure it a bit better by adding some tape around the rope and the handle itself, you can totally do that. Now remember, it's not gonna show because it's gonna be inside the roll itself. This is just a decorative way of hanging this paper craft roll up. And so I'm just gonna do it like this, and I'm happy with it. For the second handle, I'm gonna place it at the bottom of what will be our paper roll, or the beginning of our paper roll, just like so. Using some masking tape, I'm gonna go ahead and tape that edge onto the handle itself, just like you see me doing here. This is gonna give the bottom some weight, so that way this, I guess, scroll will hang straighter because there's a bit of weight there at the bottom, and again, it's gonna give us the capability of rolling it from the bottom up, so we can then add more pictures because we have 17 feet of paper on this craft roll. You're also gonna need a couple of medium-sized paper clips. What are these for? These are gonna go on each end of the bottom of our scroll roll, that is, and this is gonna stop the bottom from unrolling. You're gonna go ahead and remove those paper clips if you wanna roll your image up and give you a blank, clean slate, just like we're doing here, to add another image, because don't forget, we have 15 feet of craft paper that we can add images to roll up and roll down to choose which image we wanna show off. And here we've got another blank canvas. I'm all about options here. If you're not one who likes to do stencils, maybe you've got a Cricut and you don't want to buy a stencil, you want to make your own. Make your own stencil. Or you can go ahead and cut out some cardstock images or words, and that's what I've done here using just a basic black cardstock that I got from Michael's. You can get, I want to say, 100 pack of black cardstock for $2.50. And so because I scrapbook a lot, or I don't scrapbook a lot, I paper craft a lot, I've got cardstock in every color. So I went ahead and cut out some letters. These cardstock letters and this image, guess where it's being made available to you if you want to purchase it. Linda has made these available in her Etsy store. You can get these for instant digital download, which means you're going to buy that option, download it to your computer, upload it to Cricut Design Space, and you're gonna cut out your own image using black cardstock. Or if you want her to cut and send them to you, she can cut and send them to you with free shipping for the bargain price of $5. Guess where you can find the link to Linda's Etsy store? Yes, in the description box below. And for those of you who are having trouble finding the description box, if you just tap on the title of any video, the description box will drop right down and you can scroll down and find all the links that are available to you. Now, you all know I'm not one who likes to measure a lot of things, so in this instance, I like to kind of place my letters in the general place that I want them to be before I adhere them. These letters are not adhered on. Then taking my measuring tape and a pencil, because you can erase it, I'm gonna measure out the halfway mark of this roll. And so because this is a 30-inch mark, I'm gonna place just, I wanna say 3 marks at the 15-inch mark, because once you know where the center of something is, you can really very easily kind of place your letters and your items without having to measure them. And to adhere my cardstock letters onto this paper, I'm gonna be using this Loctite spray adhesive. This is repositionable and it's lightweight, it's 100. It's a general performance. This is definitely the way you wanna go. When using spray adhesive, you are gonna wanna make sure that you spray the backside of your letters. Now, I know that seems like a no-brainer, right? But I tell ya, I don't know how many times that I laid my letters down on a piece of cardboard to spray them, and I laid them down in their true form because that was just what my eyes were seeing, and I didn't flip them over, and I sprayed the right side of my letters instead of the back side, the front side of my letters instead of the back side. And so I start off when I place my letters with the middle letters because, again, it's easier once you get those first two letters, the O and the M, placed, then you can evenly go ahead and space out the rest of your letters. I will also tell you that vinyl is not the way to go with this. I totally, again, had a no-brainer, but thought, okay, I'm gonna use vinyl on this. That'll be easy. Have plenty of Dollar Tree black vinyl, but the transfer paper sticks to the roll, the craft paper roll. And so then I ripped the craft paper. And the vinyl itself, if you tried to use them as a sticker, it was too flimsy, it was hard to place. And so all in all, the best way to go is cardstock because it is thicker, it is sturdier, and it's just easier to do. When using the spray adhesive, because this is repositionable, you have about an hour that you are allowed or able to reposition your letters. And so it works just like an easy stick sticker. So there's really no time crunch in trying to get your letters placed correctly because you can easily reposition them. Using some of Tim Holtz's Distress ink in the color of Walnut Stain, my favorite. He's got a ton of shades of different ink, so choose your favorite. I'm gonna take a nice soft brush and I'm gonna add some ink to the edges of this, just kind of framing in the Home Sweet Farm, adding some distress, adding some age, giving it some character, giving it a story. Why not? I say we go hang this up and see what it looks like. I am loving this. This is my new favorite piece in my room. I had to take a picture down and I needed something larger to replace it with, and this did just that. I think I may add a bit more to the Blessed, but for now, I'm okay with it. This is what it looks like when it's unrolled, giving you the capability of choosing whatever image it is that you want to showcase. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? It's going out to Carol, who is bringing to us her recreation of my Dollar Tree wood palette DIY clock. I am loving, loving, loving the simplicity of this clock, Carol. Nicely done. Thank you so much for sharing your creation with us today. Enough said, right? Isn't this piece amazing? What inspired me to do this is we just had a local Wingstop open up in our area, and Wingstop uses craft paper as tablecloths. And when you walk into the register, they've got their menu hung up on one of these, and they kind of pull it down and they change the menu. And when I saw that, I thought, oh my word, I definitely need to do this. This is amazing, and I can really get creative with this and put my own spin on it. And that really is what DIYing and crafting is all about. I hope you all enjoyed today's quick, easy, budget-friendly DIY, wall decor DIY. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And let's get this video to, you guessed it, 5,000 likes. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please. And bye for now, everybody.